Good morning. How are we doing? Everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful day on this lovely Thursday. This lovely continuation Thursday we got right here. How are we doing? Log in real quick. Because I think we're getting a setup, bruh. I think we're getting a trade today. I think we're getting a setup today. 100%. Right? Just kind of watching this wick. But the setup today would be a New York reversal. Right? New York making the low of the day. Move higher. Daily candle hasn't really done much. Just kind of retraced off these equal highs. So I'm looking for this kind of run lower to take us higher. Off London low here. But right now, 80% of you guys are bullish. Scott says, I'm ready for a lesson. Guardian YM longs. Yeah, YM kind of just ran overnight. You can see the weakness here so far. Kind of somewhere in the middle, right? Some relative strength here to the upside. Relative weakness to the downside. This thing just always in its own world. To be fair, it's been consolidating for a minute. So, this is the daily chart. To be fair, it's about time. But bias today for me, bullish. You see, this is really the only thing I'm looking at today. Gold, just kind of choppy sideways. Not really interested in that, especially in the daily chart. Just have a lot of inside bars. Silver, same thing. Not really interested in that. Oil, kind of just lackluster last few days. Nothing really going on. Maybe some downside movement off this daily candle closure here. You have lows right here, but I don't see anything I like really. I don't really like day trading oil. I kind of treat it like Forex. I'll hop in like on an hourly or a 15-minute usually. But bias today, bullish for me. Want to see how we react here. Want a shallow run. Could, immediately rebalance. Right, this daily high right here. And that would be this high right here. All right, so we come down, rebalance this daily range, and then look to turn somewhere in here to go higher. So kind of watching this area for that. News-wise, we had some 8:30 news, but hasn't really done much, So we're past all that. Next week, there's just some FMC meeting minutes on Wednesday, and that's pretty much it. Some medium impact stuff throughout the week next week, but nothing really crazy like this week. The CPI, Fed chair nomination vote. But that Warsh guy, he was approved to be the next Fed chair, so it was a pass. That's out of the way. They stopped kicking the can down the road on that. So I want to see a reversal down here for a New York reversal. Right? If you go turn on the profiles, we're in New York session now. London low has been put in. We are now in New York here. So I want to see us take out London low and reverse down here. Don't want to see it continue to sell off, right? Looking for that Thursday, right? Continuation higher. Because we have low of the week being put in. If we're going to have the classic expansion week on Tuesday. Wednesday, we couldn't really get a piece of this. It retraced farther than I wanted, And then it kind of just slowly reversed in the afternoon over lunch, right? And then kind of just chopped into the close. So, yeah, it took out the equal highs we were targeting, right? The move we were looking for occurred. Just didn't give us a setup really that I liked. As for today, we're looking for something pretty similar. A New York reversal. Hopefully not a deep retracement like this. but we could dip into these down close candles, right? Which kind of aligns with immediately rebalancing this range, kind of in the same area here. So just kind of watching this low here. Might get a 30-minute close, could get a 15-minute close. These lows. So that's bias, that's news. POIs, again, London low. You have an hourly imbalance right here. It's kind of aligning with these down close candles. 4-hour imbalance here, down close candle here. What else? If we go to the 7-hour, for those of you who like to use the 7-hour candles for your sessions, right? You have Asia session here, London, and then New York. So this would be your New York reversal to go higher, right? That's what we're looking for. A New York reversal daily profile. And as for POIs, check that off the list. Giveaway. Again, we're giving away one of these every stream. Fractal model indicator. And we also have, I think, 24 hours left. So 1 day left on the giveaway in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, there's a link in the chat that's pinned. There's a link in the description you can use to join. You can also just type in !Discord. And that right there will give you a link as well. So if you're not in that already, go ahead and enter that giveaway. But all in all, that is the morning breakdown. Hope you guys are having a good morning wherever you are in the world. Maybe it's an afternoon for you. Maybe it's nighttime. But we will be watching the open here on all three assets. Obviously, this is looking weakest so far. Previously high been taken out across the board, as you can see. This daily candle on YM has no lower wick right here. And we've pretty much rebalanced this range. So let's see. You obviously have SMT on pre-market highs here. But you have a lot of failure swings too to target if we do reverse on NQ. Could also sweep out this low here. Honestly, this low. This low maybe. It could come down on ES and sweep out some lows and move higher off the open. But I want to see a reversal down here pretty soon on NQ. If we're going to continue our bullish bias, right? The theme has been deep retracements before reversing, which is kind of annoying. The nice thing about this move compared to these, this is pretty quick. It kind of almost tricked you into thinking that it was expansion met with expansion, right? This looks pretty lethargic. So, very characteristic of a retracement versus just expansion to the downside, creating imbalances. Shoot, if I was in YM, I'd be looking to take profits already. My voice is low? I could be talking low. How's the volume on the voice? Let me know. It's peaking right around 12 decibels, which is what you want. Probably just need to move the microphone closer. Or talk a little louder. Sorry, it's still 9:15 in the morning for me. I don't want to like boost it too much. But let's look at the type of closers we want to see here. What time frames? Am I in the matrix? Yes. Unfortunately. But I'm almost escaped. So we could easily get If you want to wait till 10, we could get a 4-hour closer off this low here, off this 2 o'clock low. 1 hour wise, at 10 o'clock, we could also get a 1 hour closer off this low, off London low as well. But at 9:30, we could get a 30-minute closure in the next 14 minutes at open. We could also get a 15-minute closure here at 9:30 if we do sweep this low one more time. So I'm personally looking for it would be sick to have a 30-minute closure right at 9:30 and get some clean setups before 10 o'clock. Take out some highs. So we'll be watching for that. But for now, we wait. Wait till the open. You're already seeing some nice down close candles here we could use to confirm an hourly close. The 5-minute. Same thing with the 3-minute here. So I can delete this now. We've covered this, right? Bullish bias, key news, POIs, the giveaway that we're doing on stream, but also the giveaways we're doing in the Discord. People sleeping on Asia? So far, it's been good. Yeah. I mean, those overnight news events with like the war and all that. Not too shabby. But we got about 3 out of 4 people on the stream bullish off the open. What's up, Mario? Good morning. I don't trade Asia. I kind of feel like a degenerate when I'm like I'll enter swing trades. I don't like entering like lower time frames at night. I don't mind hopping in like right at the daily open right here around like 8 o'clock. You know, hopping in, just holding overnight. Stop at the low. There also wasn't a bad 5-minute setup on this day. We can go look at it real quick. Hold on, I lost it. Hold on. It was right here. Yeah. If you go back on like replay mode to these highs, well, it tagged it here. But candle to closure, new hourly. Kind of sketchy, like little consolidation here, but imbalance it tapped into. Could enter just on this new candle, right? And then just ride it up overnight. If that's what you're looking for, -2, get a new phase of price, and then expands higher. Looks like the -4. Bang. So you can get some nice overnight stuff in Asia, that's for sure. But this looks messy, not really interested in gold. Silver kind of selling off here. Oil looks like semi-decent to the downside, but there's a tiny daily imbalance right here that it's tapping into. And the oil chart doesn't really look like it has a lot of direction, you know? We've kind of just made these highs. We're in this like range, you know? Kind of tough to really trust like one direction, because any kind of news event could just send it a certain way. So main focus is indices for me. I don't really see anything on YMI like. It's already kind of expanded. It's really close to this high. Are those equal highs? 238. No, it's taking it out slightly. So previous day high taken out across the board. This 4-hour imbalance, kind of just hanging out inside of it. Would love to see a nice closure here in the next 8 minutes. Yeah, previous week's high here. I kind of think YM's just going to expand past this. You had expansion, consolidation. Looks like it's expanding again. Up to what? Up to this high right here. That'll be all-time highs. We finally hit all-time highs across the board. I'm sorry. That's not... What was I looking at? This is previous week's high, not previous day high. Sorry, I forgot I was on the 4-hour. Previous day high has been completely smashed. Jimmy says, Zach, I want to thank you for opening my eyes on the fractal model. I've been doing a lot better, taking less trades and becoming more confident in my trades. Appreciate it, man. That's why I'm here. Just kind of document what I do. Maybe it can help you, some of you guys. You can see that you don't need to take a trade every day. And you're not going to get a setup every day. But what you really need to do is just kind of get some more capital and size heavier on the good trades that are already coming your way. But I appreciate the messages. I really do. And if you guys don't want to leave a message here on stream, there's also a testimonials channel in the Discord. You can post payouts, anything. If you feel like you've learned a lot from these streams, let me know. I'd love to read it. Or if you want to message me privately, that works too. You don't want to share it publicly. We got 6 minutes until the open, and we're looking for basically this on NQ. Yeah, Tuesday was disappointing. We got it. Well, actually, Mario says, Tuesday was such a disappointing day for me, man. I lost 2 trades that were probably one of the better ones this year, and I sized up as it was perfect, and they both went to stop loss. Yeah, we took an L here around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. But then we got on side late in the 10 o'clock candle here and captured this 11 o'clock expansion down. So we took negative 1R, and then we took a 2R win. So we were up 1R on the day on Tuesday on stream. Didn't get a setup here like we wanted, pretty deep retracement. But I'm hoping this will be a shallow retracement. New York reversal to the upside today. So I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. We got 5 minutes. But about 72% of you guys are bullish, which means we're going to fade that and go short. What if I was just asking everyone since everyone typically loses, right? Majority of people lose. What if I just was fading everything y'all wanted to do? That's why I really started streaming, just so I can fade the majority, the public. But I'm pretty sure Apex has their 90% off sale again. Let me look. Yeah, there's a May sale. You can get a 50K in a day plan for only $34. 90% off. Till May 19th. So that's, what day is that? Next Tuesday? How are they still in business, dude? 90% off? Can you explain the concept of the T-spot? Yeah, the T-spot's just from the new high time frame candle opening, as you can see, down to 50% of the previous candle. So that's why this right here, if you mark out high to low, this red line is 50%. Drag it on over, it's 50%. Just a way to visualize it. That's true, they do have the activation fee. But the T-spot, that's what it is. Just from, it's where you want to see the reversal form. Like it's where you want to see the wick be put in. Or the move lower. And then retrace out of that. So I was saying, like, when you retrace hard like that past it, it kind of wigs you out, makes you want to trade the invalidation and go short. Because nobody gets paid. I wouldn't mind seeing ES sweep some lows as well before moving higher. If we can flip-flop strength here, that'd be dope. But that's the T-spot in a nutshell. Sometimes instead of being 50% of the candle, it'll start at the opening price of like the change of state delivery. It kind of depends on what the setup is. But that's it in a nutshell. But we got 2 minutes. It doesn't look like we're going to get that 30-minute closure. So we'll see. We could the next 2 minutes. But that doesn't look very I mean, you have SMT right here. A 3-minute. We'll watch. We'll watch the 30-minute real quick. Off open. This thing's pretty strong. I think I'm also gonna, when they do these sales, for those of you who are trading prop and want to get the best deals, when they do these sales, and it's a really good deal, I might ping in the Discord so you guys don't miss it. Let's see here. A minute. 1 minute. Can we get the closure? And then looking for a 3-minute long. If we do, this would be your protected low, right? Because you have SMT right here. But I see some of you guys posting your trades in the Discord, so that's sick. I like going through there and looking at them. Even if we all don't trade the exact same, it's still cool to see everyone making money. All right, can we get the close? Can we reverse and flip-flop strength and weakness? Oh my gosh, it closed just outside of it. The low is 86. The close is 81. Let's see, it could sweep this low, then turn and be like a candle 2 expansion. It's kind of what ES did. Damn, chill, bruh. Let's see. Do we sweep any major lows? Not really on an hourly on ES. Kind of just put in another failure swing, it looks like. Let's see. I wouldn't mind sweeping this low. But this thing's selling off these highs, right? Previous week high. Remember, we're kind of looking as this is a retracement. We want to see a London or a New York reversal off London low here to go higher. I mean, ES looks pretty strong. And what's funny is ES has been leading a little bit recently. I mean, you have SMT at these lows and a quick purge of the previous candle's low right here. This could very well just be your candle 2 that expands higher. Really small wick. Right, not very characteristic of a reversal candle. So maybe we look for a candle 2 entry on ES. It's already expanded way past like where I wanted to get in, which is like a closure around this area above here. I don't know if I want to take a retracement. I might just wait for like an imbalance to form and a new protected swing. I don't know how I feel about just blindly entering off the retest here. I'd rather see it hold than enter off that new swing. Let's watch. What's up, Miss Darth Vader? But I appreciate you guys liking the stream. We got, what, 30 likes? That's dope. As for like a 4-hour candle, right? We're seeing exactly what we want to see. Remember, we talked about the New York reversal here. We just need to now wait for an entry. Love for this imbalance to stay unfilled. Put in some down close candles. Maybe even retest this. Then hop in off those down close candles that were put in. Stop here. I mean, you saw strength flip-flop it open. Like, kind of like we were talking about off this high. Like I said, if I was on YM long, I would already be out before the open. Because it already ran. This thing is yet to run. So we're now looking for a swing point to form here. Off New York. Open. To put in that daily candle low. Remember I talked about us rebalancing this range. We literally hit it. And are reversing now. So. That's cool to see. Everything playing out. We just now need an entry. Exactly. Thursday continuation. It's in the title. And I scheduled the stream, what, like 5 o'clock yesterday? So we've been anticipating it. I'll try and schedule it like around dinner time the night before. Yeah, I don't really care about YM. I'm trying to trade this or this. This thing just undid 4 hours of work in almost 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. It's kind of funny. All right, here's your 3-minute on ES. Imbalance. Let's dip into it. Create some down close candles to go long off of. Let's do it. We're going to get this set up here. Something like this. I mean, this is all-time highs right here on ES. We just keep running. Don't get in front of it. You get run over. I'm trying to be part of history. I'm trying to take a trade to all-time high. I'm trying to make history pop. I mean, you did sweep like a little 15-minute low here, but these are still failure swings here. Just don't take off without us. You want to be able to hop in somewhere around here. Stop at this low. I mean, ES looks stronger. The thing about trading ES, it looks stronger pre-market because you had some divergence here, strength. But the fact that YM is selling off pretty hard, it's kind of, I feel like it's keeping ES down. But probably, how many handles is this? 7 handles? We could easily expand. I might still hop in on a market. I mean, that's just, it's kind of annoying. It's just expanding. I guess you could have hopped in here. I wasn't really looking at the 1 minute though. It's kind of annoying. It's already kind of ran without us. Like, I'm not gonna market order in up here at the high, the stop here. That's annoying. We could easily get a 1 minute though. In the next 5 minutes. New 15-minute candle. Let it retrace some and hop in for a 1 minute long. Retrace off this high. We'll watch. Watch the 15-minute. We'll wait for that. Same thing with NQ. You have SMT, so we could hop in on a 1 minute as well. We just need a retracement on this. I mean, I'm not worried that NQ put in equal lows and been trading away from them. Not really. We're sweeping out session, time-based liquidity. London low taken out. Rebalance this daily candle range. You have expansion met with expansion, which is reversal. It kind of has that accumulation, manipulation, distribution look to it as well. See, we talked about the 7-hour profile. You have Asia, London, New York here. New York reversal to the upside. Whereas like this New York day was really tricky, right? Because you had Asia, London, and then you had it just dump, then retrace that whole thing late morning. That was tricky, but we're seeing a shallow retracement here, which is what we want. We just need it to chill out and give us an entry. When the market's ready to run, it's ready to run. I mean, you got equal lows down here. What about those? I mean, the profile's playing out. The daily candle closure says long. The weekly profile says long. Daily profile confirming it. Let's see in the next 2 minutes what this new 15-minute candle does. If it'll give us some kind of pullback on a 1 minute to go long. This candle's moved like 0.5%. Let's check out the daily range. $33%. This thing's probably chopped past. We could get a 5-minute setup too. I'm around at 10 o'clock. Some nice imbalances here we could tap into. And you kind of have this like breaker, right, pattern as well. Accumulation is AMD, right? It's all fractal when you look at it. It's a C2 closure, but you have to wait for the CIC to confirm the C2 low formation. Yeah. You have to wait for the lower time frame confirmation, like this blue line here. Yeah, you gotta blindly. I mean, shoot, if you were blindly longing at open, you would be taking an L here on this day. What you need to do is wait for your setup. All right, new 15-minute. Is it gonna chill out or just run, bro? Oh my god. This thing's just running. It's playing out like we wanted. It's just doing it without us. Some bullshit, man. Maybe we'll get a little retracement off this high before taking this one out. Rocket ship. Do I trade the Russell? No. I might glance at it here and there, but it's so funny though. You have E or Y. I'm still selling off. This is honestly looking pretty strong compared to the rest. Stronger than ES, honestly. Still very early in the morning. It's still early. No need to chase anything. We're only 15 minutes into the open. We still got like over an hour and a half. It's still early. I mean, let's mark this high out. $30K incoming. It's just right here. $30K on the way. Just need a little retracement. We swap this high out. This was what? London high? It's been taken out. We took out the low and took out the high. Asia high day. We take the retrace before we take that. Get an entry, trade to it. It's opposite day. Down, up, up, down. Gold not doing anything. $10 minutes until 10 o'clock. Anybody need any trades? Yeah, if we get a 15-minute off right here and retrace into, let me get a closure off that. Or trade a candle too. You gotta be quick to catch this though. Where the 1 minute looked really nice. Right here. I just was watching the 3. Trying to trade stop here on this candle. You gotta be quick. I mean, I would have gotten in like on this candle. Stop probably the body. 2 hour would be like right here. I'd definitely be break even by now. For sure. So let's see. This is what I probably would have taken if I was watching the 1 minute. But I'll be break even, like I said. Don't you think NQ is stronger? Yep. I do think that. Indeed. And we have Asia high pending, so I wouldn't mind a retracement. Or even a 3 minute. Like we got 8 minutes left. Give it like a couple more 3 minute candles. Put in a new protected swing. Hop in around 10 o'clock. I don't care what time frame the entry is. Just give me something. Give me something good. I like this. Put in a little beefy candles. I'll trade either one of these. They both look pretty strong. Ugh. So I tried not to yawn in the microphone. 30-second, 3-second? No thanks. Dude, if you're not on the 1 second, you're not on the 1 second, 1 minute time frame, then what are you doing? Yeah, retracement here. The long way is kind of annoying, but it's only 7 handles. If it puts like a body in like around there, then we could just use that. I don't care which one gives us the entry. In the next 2 3-minute candles, it'll be 10 o'clock. You swept up previous day low here. But in my opinion, this is now in a consolidation, so I want to see it sweep out a low before moving higher. But shoot, even the 5-minute looks decent off this imbalance. I always try to enter on the highest time frame possible. As long as the risk reward is good. But like I wouldn't enter if we close above here. I mean, like right now, if we close above this on a 3-minute, we only have 5 minutes left in this 30-minute candle before we get a new one, right? And we're so close to this high that I probably wouldn't enter this right at 10 o'clock because it could just sweep this low and then move higher. The 5-minute though, I would trust a lot more. Let's see how we react off this high here. High day. We have pretty much equal highs here. So I really like this retracement to go higher. We just need to see some of these imbalances hold. Maybe even put in another 15-minute imbalance here. And then hit that. The millisecond time frame. I think if you're trying to judge strength and weakness on these, you can't really go wrong with either one if you're longing. I think the difference is kind of peanuts. I kind of like NQ just a little bit better because you don't have YM dragging it down as much, you know? But the pre-market's, you know, the pre-market framework tells a different story. It tells ES being stronger, but I just like the way it opened NQ popped. And the daily profile is like really nice. And just ran really hard. Look at these wicks, dude. That's so annoying. I might honestly, like, if I can get a 5-minute entry, like if we close above here at 10 o'clock, which will be in the next 3 minutes, I'll get in. 100p. Even this, yeah. When this held. If we can close above here in the next 3 minutes, I'll get in for a long, stop at the low, stop at the body low. That'll be like a positional entry. Getting in right when 10 o'clock opens up. Stop at the low. Think about it, like you don't want to see it retrace past 50% of the previous candle. Should be right here. So drag that over. 50% of the previous candle will be this candle's low. I don't know. I think you're kind of just comparing, like, I think the difference between like picking these two, I mean, it could easily change, but right now, I wouldn't have a problem longing either one of these if it gave me the setup. Whatever one's the cleanest, whatever one has the better RR. But let's see, 2 minutes. I mean, the fact that we're kind of popping here, Lime's kind of popping, this thing hasn't really popped yet. I kind of just like ES a little bit more. And my stop on this would be like 64 handles if I use the bodies, 60 handles or so. The low, the wick so far would be 81 versus using like 10 handles over here or a 6 handle stop if I use the body. Obviously, that's not a very bearish, sorry, not a very bullish candle in a 15-minute, but I don't care about this. My bias is bullish. So if anything, I just want to see us put in the exact same thing to the upside. I mean, these are equal highs. And what's the daily profile saying? What's the daily candle closure saying? What's the weekly profile saying? It's all saying bullish. But for some reason, it wants to dump off this high. It'll do it, but I'm not going to short. Retesting this. We're about to get a new 4-hour candle too in the next 40 seconds. And we're retesting this order block here. So this has already been confirmed as a candle 2 closure to the upside. Once it closes here at 10. Let's see, 10 o'clock. Was this pump just a fake move? Should we just go grab some liquidity? See this wick? I mean, this just looks like indecision now on ES. That's not the most bullish candle I've seen. But we did just get a 15-minute, right, candle 2 closure on the 4-hour. This imbalance needs to hold for sure if we're going to go higher. The lack of follow through is kind of annoying. Like, if we just have these deep retracements and then just come back up, it's so annoying because you can't really get on side with that. Now we're back up. Damn, if this... How many handles is that? See what I mean? It's just like... Not barcoding, but... It just sucks when you have these large retracements. And then back up. Cause like, what am I gonna do? Like, put my hop in when it closes above here, like this. 120 handle stop, and target another 250 handles higher. Like, no. And we didn't even dip into this imbalance here on the 15. There's no SMT there either. Let's watch. Maybe this accumulation will be swept here and then reverse. That'll help us kind of just get back up. Look at these hourly wicks. I bet so many people are trying to short this right now. I just think it runs to the highs again. I wouldn't mind another a pass below this low into this imbalance, and then we get the reversal. That would be ideal, so we can actually get in. No, maybe even align with taking this low. Maybe even some SMT. I don't care, man. Just give me an entry. Just give me something juicy. Is there any news coming out? Let me look. Not really. All I see is Nvidia new record high. Let's check out Nvidia real quick. Damn. This thing ain't stopping, bro. I'm also an AMD. Oh. Alright, that's enough of that. What about Tesla? Hold on. AMD and Tesla are my biggest positions. Principle wise. But Tesla, I mean, Nvidia is like my biggest winner. I'm up like over 1,000% on that. Got in at like $19. Oh, like over here. Just holding that thing. Why sell? I don't need the money. If AMD kind of catches up to Nvidia, bro. I have like 3 times as much in an AMD invested than I did in Nvidia. This thing's just chopping at the -2, -2.5. Like I said, I wouldn't mind another pass. Tap into this imbalance right here. Off this deep retracement. All right, sweep out this low one more time. It's like the past few days, you've known exactly what the day's going to do. Like this day here, we're looking for longs, and it did it really late in the day, like PM session. This day here, we're looking for the same thing, longs, a retracement to go higher. It just retraced super hard at the open. Now this day, we're looking for that New York reversal, but it's just giving you these like wicks and these deep retracements after it moves higher. It's not really giving you an entry. It's so annoying. It's like you know what the day's gonna do and how it's gonna play out. It's just like not giving you the ideal entry formation that you want. Or at least the one I want. I'm not sure how you guys trade. I'm sure we don't all trade the same, but how many handles is this? I mean, I don't want to be that guy who's gonna like long. I guess I could do something like this. Should we send it? It just kind of feels dumb, like having a stop that big. 12 handles on ES. I mean, it's not that big. I don't know. We'll watch. Let's zoom out. I just hope we don't just chop. Yeah, let's sweep this low one more time. Let's see. Come on down. Maybe we should switch to 15 or 30 second. I'm good. I don't like trading below the 1 minute. Even better if we get some S&T here. And then immediately start heading higher. Yeah, option expiration. Says Brown. OPEX. Man, it was looking so chill too. Everything was playing out nicely. You know, super clean daily profile. We could easily get a move higher. Just need to give us an entry down here to take it to these equal highs that also align with the -4. This thing will probably purge one side. Too good to be true. Yeah, I've learned to not get my hopes up in this market. Don't get your hopes up because you get disappointed. Literally, Boomer says it likes to wait till you hop off the charts before it runs. That's been the theme. Late morning moves, even like lunchtime, like pre-lunch moves, and it just kind of runs into lunch. I swear they're watching. They're hunting my stop loss. Watching my stream. Yeah, too good to be true. I might use that next time. A+ setup incoming. Or A+ daily profile alignment. Too good to be true? I'll try and make the streams not clickbait, but also like intriguing. Like we're at new all-time highs. Thursday continuation? Yeah, if someone's watching my stream, we're going to go private on the Discord. Tay Singh says, hello, Zach. Hope you are well. Found you on X and subscribed to YouTube. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. We want this low swept on one of these. I don't care which one. Even better if there's SMT. If we get SMT here, like this, and we close back above here on ES, I'll long ES with a stop below the low. Remember, this daily candle doesn't have a wick. It's kind of sketchy. Now what? New 15-minute incoming soon. I wouldn't mind like a little inside bar here too. Then you could sweep into this imbalance. A little something like this. I mean, everyone and their mom trading support and resistance is probably trying to short a double top. Let's go prove them wrong. Here you go. YM. This would be your external range high. Is it just gonna go? Hopefully not. What are we thinking? If we do a poll? Let's do a poll. What next? You have higher, chop, or lower. Those are your options. Hurry up, answer before it runs. No switching sides. Once you answer, you're locked in. Higher, chop, or lower. So far, we're kind of just hanging out at 50% of this range. You know, just chopping around. On the CES, looks the strongest out of all these. I know it hasn't dipped into the 15-minute imbalance, but I'll close the bowl here in a second. We're just getting a 15-minute candle. Half you guys saying higher, the rest are split between chop and lower. I feel like this is gonna be one of those days where you gotta like zoom out to get in. If it kind of just like looks really lethargic on the lower time frames, then you kind of have to bump up. I need Oh, I'm closing the poll. Half say higher, the rest say chop and lower. I kind of agree with higher. I think this wick's just kind of throwing people off, and we just, move past it. We've already pretty much taken out the high on ES. Just a bummer. Didn't want to give an entry for the fractal model. This thing just hanging out. That's how they get you, man. They run it up, no entry, retrace it hard, then chop you to bits. Back at 50%. I mean, I don't even want to go on the 1 minute. I'm sure it looks like buns. All right, we're taking out the high here. Now what? We're going to get a new 30-minute candle in 11 minutes. I have a few little imbalances right here. We're about to close above here. One thing I don't like about this swing point is how it took 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Usually I like to see it like 3 or less. Close above for like that V-shape reversal versus like a 1 minute kind of like choppy, grind higher. But we're just hanging out at 50K. Right here on YM. 50K, big fig hit. I don't think we're done for the day. I think we're going to have another leg higher at least. You're kind of seeing it now. What do I think about the 5 minute, 1 hour? I wouldn't mind the imbalance right here to put in a protected swing to go higher. There's just no protected swing right here to hop in on. Maybe this low. But like you're going to have to wait for a retracement or enter all the way up here now. Stop all the way down here. Like, do you want to do that? Honestly, it could run. But it would look something like that. You need another like basically 0.5% move higher. It's a shame I didn't want to tap into this imbalance. We could have a 1 minute candle 2 closure on the 15, 1 minute entry. I think we might get a 3-minute, 30-minute on ES in the next 8 minutes. Some imbalances here. Could dip into and head higher. Same thing with NQ. And I'm counting this. I know it says candle 3 here, but there's SMT right here. So this is like a candle 2 in my eyes. So this would be candle 3. We could trade candle 4. So the double top about to get taken out. All those people who went short. Just gotta be patient. Unless you somehow caught this pump right here. I don't really see much that looked appealing. Looks like YM wants to sell off now to this low. Let's watch that. Right around 10:30. Shoot, maybe we'll get a long setup on YM. I mean, it doesn't look like it very, very bullish, but let's watch this low. It's also a new 4-hour low, right? It's the previous 4-hour low. Come on down. Give us some swings. It's just like compared to what we're seeing now, like price just wasn't really moving. Like it was earlier. What's the volume? Ew. I mean, almost 50% around 10 o'clock isn't that bad for NQ. We've only done 30%, and it's almost 10:30 on ES, which is kind of low. All right, low taken out on YM. What's it going to be? Continuation lower? Close back inside the range and move higher. We got this candle and then one more 3-minute until 10:30, new 30-minute candle. But you're seeing the sell-off here kind of dragging down, which is fine. Retesting these down close candles, hitting some imbalances, could give us a new swing to trade away from. And if we do reverse off this low and move higher, that's only going to help the longs on these, hopefully. As long as they're not moving inverse today across the board. Did you take a trade? When? Today? No trades today yet. Last trade we took was Tuesday. Alright, so watch how this candle closes. The 5-minute already closed outside, but better get a new 15, new 30. The real question is, which one are we going to long? Is it going to be ES or NASDAQ? I guess we'll see. I wouldn't mind along an ES. I mean, it's already taken out its high. It looks stronger, honestly. This thing kind of looks a little weak. And if this reverses, I think it's only going to help ES. Gotta be closed. 91. We closed right at the low to the tick. We'll see. Kind of just depends on which one pops and closes above. But now on YM, you want to watch this imbalance right here. Yeah, NQ you can target all-time high, but you hop in here, you're targeting here. Like, what's the RR in that? The thing I don't like about NQ is like if you did hop in like here, you could just hit this high and roll. But we'll see. It's kind of just in this range now. Got a minute and a half until this 30-minute closes. Can't decide which one to trade. Do I split the risk? No, not usually. I've traded both at the same time before. But I'd rather just choose one of the assets and cross my fingers. Especially if you're on like a lower time frame, you got to be quick to like hop in. I kind of feel like I'm watching paint dry at this point. Anybody else feel like that? I feel like I'm at... All right, retesting this imbalance here. Let's zoom out. 5-minute imbalance is being hit as well. Not bad. 3-minute looking decent. I think I might long ES over NQ. All right, let's see how this 3-minute closes. We got a new 30-minute candle. This one's making higher highs, you know? Let's see. Close above 50% of this imbalance. Is it going to be one of those? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution back higher? Or is this just a retest to go lower? Let's get prepped. Something like this. the next minute and a half. Also, go Hornets. Jaxer says, Zach, one thing for sure, your lives are making me more patient. A more patient guy, day by day. Appreciate it. Yeah, just waiting for that A+ setup. I mean, there's no reason to, like, if you chased this, you probably got punished here, right? On this deep retracement. We're just watching some chop now, it feels like. If we don't move off here on this new 30-minute, just keep showing up to the lives and you'll eventually think like me. You are who you hang around. You're gonna hang out with a bunch of idiots, pattern trading, just rushing into trades. You're probably gonna do the same thing. All right, well, we didn't get the closure above. Is he gonna want to sweep this low now and then go higher? Because now, like, I want to see this low swept, to be honest. Put in some more down close candles. Or something like this. Right. So I can get in on the closure above. I'm just laughing because I feel like it's been the same story every day this week. Pre-market's looking good. You got your bias. It's aligned with the daily profile that confirms it. And then we open up and it just falls apart. So it doesn't play out like you thought it would. It just chops on you or just moves into slow-mo price action. If it closes above on this candle, I might take it. But kind of depends on what these other ones do. It just feels like no one's really participating in the market right now. Like, just from looking at the charts. Like, yeah, opening volatility, but it kind of feels like no one's really participating this morning. Yeah, clean bias, clear confirmation, just shitty delivery. We all are participating, yeah. We ain't moving the market. The thing is, it's funny, you ever like, I watched a documentary on like pit traders and how a lot of these guys who are pit trading, like face to face yelling at each other, doing orders and stuff like that, they could feel the emotion, right? And they could like feel the market, like where it was moving, right? Just based on like the energy in the room. But when they transition to electronic trading and candlesticks like this, there's no emotion. It's just dead silent. And you just have these bars, right? So a lot of those guys couldn't transition over because they couldn't trade based on like that feeling, like that gut feeling. And they couldn't read the room, right? So like what these imbalances are kind of doing, like when we create them, it's almost like that right there is like emotion in the market, right? Like people are biased to the upside when these are created. So we come back, fill them in, fill those people. But like just from watching the candlesticks, because I've never been a pit trader, but I can kind of just like tell, like, or even plot the volume indicator on here. I've only done 30% of the volume for the on average for the past 20 days. Only 30%, and it's already 10:30. And like the lackluster movement, it just feels like no one's really participating. There's really no emotion. Like, yeah, we're kind of just grinding into all-time highs, but it's a low volume move. Candles have feelings too, yeah. Do I prefer trading near all-time highs or more through ranges? I don't really care. I just want some trend. Some clean trend. Because like now, you're hitting this opening price. So you would want to do something like this, right? You have 22 minutes left in this 30-minute. You have 22 minutes left in this hourly. Do we send it? Or does it just send it without us? I guess you could do stop at the body if it closes up there. We're sweeping the new high, new all-time high, new high day. About to hit these equal highs here. This thing has not really reversed. I mean, it's technically a valid trade. We're assuming the wick's been put in here on the 30-minute. I can get 20 if I get in right there. I don't know, man. It just kind of feels slow. It just feels slow. And like if we hit this and dump, it's just going to dump this as well. We'll watch. I mean, we still... We can watch. I don't feel like taking that trade. We'll see how we react right here. I need... What's the volume indicator? Our volume label. By Ripster, 47. I just have it set to the past 20 days. So basically the past month of trading. Yeah, we would have gotten with something like this. Right. We can watch and see if it plays out or not. I'm really interested to see how NQ reacts here on these highs. I mean, I'd probably go break even around the -4, which is basically halfway to my target. The valid setup, but just sketchy with this thing not being in sync. We're about to hit these equal highs. It could easily just kind of get close to my target and then roll over on me if we reverse off these highs. That's the name of the game, right? I just have a gut feeling like it's not a trade that I want to be in with how slow it's moving and these deep retracements, right? If everything was in sync, like in a normal market and we were just trending in all-time highs, then yeah, I'd probably take it. But the volume's low. I won't be upset if it plays out without me. In fact, I hope it does. Just get more chart time seeing it play out at all-time highs, these moves. But if it doesn't, I'll be happy as well because I will save myself a loss, right? And we just swept this high. Let's watch. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, drop a like. I know it's not the most exciting stream today. We've had some that are more boring than this, so. I think TP was what, like right around here? This thing is just chopping. It's crazy that ES has been leading lately too. That usually like never happens, and when it does, you kind of just get chop on the other two. But if you're new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you get notified when I go live in the future. And if you want to hang out with me outside of these streams and everybody else, there's a link to join the Discord pinned in the chat. Also, there's a link in the description to join as well. And it's all free. All right, we just hit this high. What's she gonna do? YM. Wait. Where's my TP on this? If it is the bodies, it would have been up here. So I'd be break even by now if I was in this. Is anybody in this trade? Let me know. Zach, you really have a thing for being a presenter. You can talk about the same thing like without it being boring. Appreciate it. Just coming into the charts, doing the same thing every day. Some people are in, a few yeses, a no. It's a valid trade. I just don't like how slow it is, and being so close to these highs on NQ kind of wigged me out. I would be break even right now just because we hit this high in NQ, and we're hitting -4 areas right here. Today just kind of feels weird, but it's a valid setup. It's aligned with the bullish order flow, the daily profile, the weekly profile. It's just I just had a feeling that didn't really want to be in that, which is fine because there's always a new opportunity coming around the corner. So even if you kind of have a weird gut feeling, some trades you just have like a sense of like, oh, it's jumping off the chart at you, and you're like, oh, I'm an idiot if I don't take that. This trade was not like that. I didn't have that feeling of like, oh, I'm an idiot if I don't take that, because of the lack of like confluence here, how slow it's been, the low volume, right? Being so close to this high, it didn't really feel like, oh, I'm an idiot if I don't take that. It felt more of like, oh, this setup's kind of sketchy, you know? But I mean, we called it out and we're watching it play out, so still fun to watch. I'm a cuck in the market. I like watching. Jimmy says just past 5 50K accounts on that setup, so I'm done. Thank you, Zach. Bro, post it in the Discord. Testimonials. Let me see. Congrats on that. What are you trading? Apex? Lucid? Tradeify? Post the screenshots. Let me see. 550Ks. That's 250K in funding. Boom. 3 Lucid and 2 Take Profit Trader. The real question is though, did you use code FEG at checkout to get the best deal? That's the real question. Also, we're probably gonna start this thing where anyone who uses FEG at Lucid gets automatically entered to win more Lucid accounts. You don't have to do anything. You just automatically get entered to win. Appreciate it, Scott. And you can one-shot the accounts on Lucid, Apex, and Tradeify as well. She running no. Starting to reverse here, maybe? All I need. Kind of seems like we're due for a pullback now. Here you go. Jimmy posted. Lucid Flex, 50K. Boom. Congrats. Good work. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I hate when people say congratulations because like then it seems like it's like, oh, luck. Like congrats, you won. It's like, no, dude, I worked for this. Like, I don't know. Maybe it just comes off weird or comes off wrong. Do I enjoy streaming more than sitting alone trading? Or do I get distracted sometimes? I think in the beginning I would get a little distracted, but I kind of know how to. The more I do it, the more I'm like able to balance it. I can honestly just close the chat if I want to lock in, get off my screen and look at the charts. All right, so I would be in like right here if I got it the perfect fill, and TP would be up here. We could get. I mean, I'd be like getting pissed right here. We're so close, but we're at the -4, right? I'd be break even. Do I enjoy sitting alone more than streaming, or streaming more than sitting alone? It's a mix. Sometimes I like just being. I mean, I've been doing this for years alone, so it's kind of fun to have like other people to chat with, without being like in a Discord, you know, where it's really just my thoughts. I can read the chat when I want to. But at the end of the day, like trading is a solo thing. And I like it both equal, honestly. They both have their pros and cons. Like less distraction with trading solo, and you have less pressure on you too. Cause like I think about it, I got what right now 136 people watching me live, do everything I say and do. So you have that like added pressure on you too. Like, oh, like not only do I know that people might think I'm like not good at trading if I take a loss in front of everybody, or you know, but that same pressure forces me to like only take A+ trades, you know. So it's a double-edged sword. But it's just really, honestly, it's just added pressure. Like, oh, this guy can't trade. I'm leaving the stream. See, we taking this high out. How are we going to react right here? The -4. Here and here. Jimmy, I'm going to forward your, unless you're going to write in testimonials, I'm going to forward that message to the testimonials chat. If you're still in here. But I don't mind like missing a setup or missing a day, because I understand that they come every single week, every single day, right? It's a new opportunity. So when the price action is not really like behaving or looking like ideal, I'll just sit out, come back tomorrow. You want to see the best? I might already showed this. The best. This is the best emoji in my server. The printer emoji. We're printing money. Close to that TP if I'd hop down. Jimmy said, what I like about Lucid is that once you pass, it's straight to funded. You don't need to wait a day. Yes, sir. And the payouts are super fast. It's like almost like instant. If you want to get the best deal, you know what to do. FEG at checkout. That'll get you in the door. And also enter you to win extra accounts just by using the code. Don't have to click any buttons or do anything. I'm looking to start that hopefully next week. Just gotta get it set up. There's more accounts for you guys. Here we go. YM. I mean, you could get a 5-minute setup on YM. Nice structure. If you dipped out in this imbalance, I might chill out on stream for a little bit longer. If this thing wants to pop. See, like, this is way more fun when everything's in sync and we're kind of just cruising. Gives me way more confidence to, like, take something. Oh, wait. Keep that on there. Gold not doing anything. Silver dump. Oil's about to have a candle too. Closure on the 5-minute. So close to that TP. But you're starting to see this pullback now. New hourly candle. About to get a candle to closure here. What would you say changed or happened for you to go from break even or losing to profitable? There's like 5 stages to every person's like profitability, right? Losing a lot, losing a little, breaking even, making a little, making a lot, right? And to go from each of these, there's new hurdles you got to get through. In the beginning, is trying to learn a strategy to go from losing a lot to losing a little. And then it's more about not strategy hopping from that strategy to go from losing a little to break even, right? And then at the break even stage, you're probably just making mistakes, emotional mistakes, right? FOMOing in, whatever, not really following your strategy here and there. Once you work those out, you start making a little bit of money, right? And then you're still learning about yourself here and refining your system, your strategy, everything you do. And then you go from making a little to making a lot when you finally get past all these hurdles, right? And you start getting comfortable with sizing up, trusting your analysis, all that. And that's when you start making a lot of money. So how do I know that? Because I've literally done all 5 of those. Just speaking from experience, right? Everyone's different, but that's how it went for me. All right, we can get a 5-minute setup, or it's just going to run. But love a pullback. This thing's chopping so close to where our 2R would be. New hourly candle here. I mean, shit. Would you take a 5-minute entry here to go higher? The RR is way better than hopping in with the stop like down here. 42 handles. Do we send that? On in queue. Yes, hitting that high. We're in this new hourly candle. I kind of like it. Especially if we're all kind of in sync now. We just pump. Through lunch. How do you mentally handle it when the trade goes 80 to 90% to your target like this? And then just hangs out? I feel like it's more of like a psychology thing. Like you think it's just hanging out, but it's really just taking as long as it did on any other trade. For the most part. Or maybe you just notice the ones that hang out longer than the ones that didn't, you know? But I just know that if I take profit early, I'm not letting my winners play out, right? But I'm taking full losses, but I'm not taking full wins. You know? Like if I'm taking full losses on a trade, but I'm not letting my winners hit full TP, then the probabilities aren't going to play out in my favor. And no wonder I'm losing, right? No wonder I'm losing money in the long term. So you need, if you're going to take full losses, you need to take full TP. Otherwise, the probabilities aren't going to play out and you're going to lose money. No wonder why you're unprofitable. You're doing yourself an injustice. So think about it like that. You can't be profitable if you're taking full losses, but you're not taking full wins either. If we close right above here, I'm going to hop in. I think we're in sync now. And we got room. What you talking about? Manipulate down to the 33%. Distribute to the ADR. A little late morning entry. I don't have to go to the gym today. Today is my day off. So you guys get to hang out with me a little longer. This thing is still not hit TP yet. Which is hilarious. I mean, I'd be trailing my stop to like this low. Or maybe even this 30-minute candle low. Uh-oh, Avaris in the Discord. He said, done for the week. Time to go touch grass. Let's go. 2,700 on 2 accounts. Nice one. Hope you don't mind me sharing that. All right, TP hit on that ES trade. So we can take that off. $538, so all the way up here. New hourly. If it's going to expand, you want to see small wick. This is a protected low because we've tapped into this imbalance. The low is 664. The low here is 66450. So we've tapped into here. I'm looking for this on the 5-minute. If it doesn't want to behave, then we'll just call it. This is a pretty small move to capture. Like not even 100 handles. And some of these candles are like over half what we're trying to capture. So it could easily pop. Like I said, we're letting the wick form, looking to trade the body. And this will be a candle 4, right? Candle 2 closure here. Candle 3 expansion here. Now a new candle 4. We just got 2 minutes. Get all the people out. You know, we had 100 and what? How many people we have at most? At the most. 180 people at the most. Now we only got 124 watching. Get all these like fair weather people out of here who have no patience. Get them out the stream. Because the people who stick around, we might get a setup. Kick him out, kick him in the back and close the door. Get him out of here. I mean, -1 hit. Can we get -2? Maybe. It's just, this is the manipulation leg that it's measuring from. But if we can close just above the opening price, like that's going to be a really nice RR. A little pullback here to go higher. It's just funny that ES is leading. Get off my screen. Don't run without me. Do I feel like kind of dumb, like longing at high day, all-time highs at this high as well? Eh. It's a valid setup. It's a valid trade at all-time highs. If you're either going to trade all-time highs, you're going to sit on the sidelines and wait for the bear market. So you got to pick. And the nice thing about it is the ADR is still up here. Like we got room to run. And we're coming off a win. I can hop in for like 4 units or so. 5 if I could do a limit. But I don't know if I want to do a limit. Actually, we'll do a limit. Because then the RR is going to be a little bit better for us. Immediately rebalance this 5-minute range right here. And get me in. If not, we'll see. Either way, this is another setup that's valid. Maybe I'm being too greedy with the limit order, but the RR is much better if I just wait. Otherwise, I'm having to get in like here. It's 1.5 now. Look at the volume decreasing. Am I dumb for trying to long this? There's no imbalances on a 15-minute. Come on, get me in. We just immediate rebalance, but we're a tick away from my entry. Oh no, we hit my limit. I just didn't get filled. 706.25 is the low on that candle. So we hit my limit. I just didn't get filled because of spread, I guess. We'll see. Just playing this candle 4 on the hourly. If we're just gonna keep going higher, let's get a little piece into lunch, and I'll just hop out at 12 lunchtime, depending on what this hourly candle does. Yeah, Matt, it's edging me. Edge maxing. When it hits your limit exactly but doesn't fill you. Can't say I didn't try if it just runs here. Ooh. The volume is like the lowest it's been since like pre-market. ES pushing higher, YM pushing higher. Do we go hop in YM instead if I don't get filled here? Off this protected low here? If we don't get filled here and it just starts running, should we hop in on YM to these highs? Let's see how this 5-minute closes. I left you alone. I didn't try to, dude. It hit my limit, just didn't fill me. One of those days. Now it's gonna hit this high. Either way, you're in the trade. Looks like it wants to run, so that's some BS though. Fuck that. Oh, some BS. Yeah, stop at this low would just be a 15-minute imbalance low or high. So it's kind of sketchy. But if you're in this and you got in, like I try to get in. If you're in this, it looks pretty good. I mean, we're running still on ES. ES does not care at all. This is looking like it's going to play out without us, which is annoying. I guess I could have just marketed it in. But then my TP would look like this. Versus something like this. Shoot, I'd be like, I don't know, I'd probably be close to maybe going break even here. I don't know. It kind of depends on this 5-minute candle. We're late in the morning. It's 11:20 almost. 90 likes on the stream. I appreciate you guys. The real MVP. You guys. I just don't see any swing point to trade away from in the 1 minute. Played out though, right? Go back to the beginning of the stream. New York reversal. Just really back and forthy. Off open. Deep retracements down. Kind of slowish moves back up. Obviously, yeah, now I feel kind of dumb not taking this, but it is what it is. About to get a closure above this down close candle. There she goes. I mean, I guess you could enter like on this retracement here on the down close candles. Stop below here. Like this. You just now be getting your 2R. Just fine. Or enter like right here at 10 o'clock. Stop here. Because you have this candle close confirmed already. Who's on that NASDAQ trade that I didn't get filled on? Anyone in this? Off the down close candles? That literally would have bottom ticked if it filled me? Yeah, I swear, dude, my computer starts like bugging out when I try and market order in. And it like freezes. And it fucks with my head sometimes, I'm being honest. Of like wanting to market order in. At least some of you guys are in. But like, yeah, if I had gotten filled, which I'm just going to say I did. Because I called the bottom tick. I just couldn't get filled on it. So I'm in with you guys. We're about to hit TP. Here. I'll help you guys out. -2. Marco said, I was trying to enter on the micros and it missed me by 1 tick. Yeah. That's the thing. If you try and get greedy with the entry, you don't just hop in right when it closes above for confirmation. Like there is a good example. It could still hit your price and just not fill you. Which is quite annoying. That's why if it's close enough, like you either are just getting a less ideal RR or you miss the entire thing if you try and get greedy. So most of the time I just like to market order in. I kind of just thought it's moving so slow that it would immediately rebalance this range like it did on this 5-minute move down to this Wix high. And it did. But it didn't fill me. So that's 2 trades today that you could have taken that we've called out. that played out. Right, this one obviously I'd probably be break even now. Maybe, I don't know. There's an imbalance here you could tap into, but it just looks kind of extended too. Like I feel like we're kind of due for a pullback at some point today, because we're just going straight up. Next dub, give myself a fresh PC. That's true. Can I make the magnet bigger? I took it away. I was repelling it. I had to take it off. Feel me. Yeah, I could maybe, but it's just looking, it's kind of late in the morning. I feel like I've kind of just exhausted all my opportunities this morning. Anything else kind of just feels like it's too late to take. It could very well play out here. But the stop, this low, is actually an imbalance high, which I don't like, putting my stop at some, 30-minute high imbalance. And these things are just running. This thing kind of sold off and reversed. But I might have to get out of my apartment and go touch some grass. It's so nice out. It's been gloomy the past 5 days. I got some walking around money from Tuesday. Maybe I'll go look at, should I get a Mac or a PC? It's like, who is French DNA, if you guys know him. He's in the streams sometimes. He sent me like a build for like a $7,000 gaming PC with like Mac Daddy components, like that would last me 5 years. So I thought about just pulling the trigger on that and writing it off as a business expense. And I used to game. I have a MacBook Air laptop, one of the brand new ones. So it's the MacBook Air laptop is probably just as powerful as my desktop PC that I built. Honestly, if not faster, which is crazy. But it's 11:25. I don't see myself really taking anything else today. But we'll do the giveaway for indicator. And obviously we have giveaways in the Discord right now that end tomorrow at noon Eastern time. All right. The giveaway keyword. Actually, let me go to the other screen. Giveaway keyword is all-time high. Boom. All-time high. Come on. Give me. All-time high for the indicator right here. Almost at 100 likes too. We need one more like. That'd be sick. We'll give it till this 5-minute candle closes, so 3 minutes. And that'll be 11:30. $31 people in so far. If your name's in here, you're in. But if you haven't yet, while you're waiting, what am I giving away? Giving away one of these indicators. Free for a month to try out. A fractal model indicator that paints the lovely SMT setups, T-spot, high time frame candles, everything. That's the only thing I have on my chart. That's what we're giving away. One of these bad boys. We got 37 people entered to win. And a minute 30 left to claim your spot. As for the giveaways inside the Discord, we got $97 people entered for the fractal model indicator. We got 112 for the 50K accounts on Tradeify, and then we got 121 people. That's what I love to see. We got more people entered on the giveaway to win for the journaling software than we do the prop accounts or the fractal model indicator. Hell yeah. All right. I'm about to close this giveaway in the next 50 seconds. And then we'll probably end the stream there because there's nothing to do. We're just kind of moving and grooving. Let's just see. Will I be at TP yet? Close. Close. Yeah. Well, I guess Tradeify, yeah. You can't get in if you're like in some other country. Depending on the country you're in. A lot of it's US only. Or they're US based companies. Play you in chess? Maybe tomorrow. Alright. Let's run it. Time's up. S Jenna. 3532. S Jenna 3532. If you're in the Discord, shoot me a DM on Discord. If you're not in the Discord, make sure you join that. Congrats. DM me on Discord. And if you're not on Discord, send me a message on Instagram. Send me a message on Twitter. Whichever one you prefer. Just let me know in the chat if you're here and which platform you would like to reach me out on. But that's it. I appreciate you guys for stopping by this morning. We had a few trades play out, just didn't get an entry on the second one that I wanted to get on. But it looks like it's going to play out. We're pretty close to where I would be getting out right here, close to the -2. So if you're the winner, DM me. If not, drop a like on the stream, helps me out. And make sure you're in the Discord. There's a link in the description. There's a link pinned in this chat. And if you're new here, welcome. Subscribe. Turn on notifications, and you'll get notified when I go live in the future, which will be tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp. So I'll see you guys there tomorrow.